Hi, good evening. It is Lisa Kent from Lisa Kent's Fit to Fly Coaching, and I am making one of those last midnight calls for the series called Journeys of the Heart. There are just 2 days left in my journey towards graduating with my daughter, my very last born, my baby, into the next section of my life. 1 day left. It's that last day. It's the day, like the day before your wedding. It's the day right before something big happens. It's that day where you have nothing done. Nothing's cleaned. You don't know what you're going to wear. You don't know if you can do this. There have been times today when I have just sat down. I was in the middle of work. Just sat down, threw up my hands and said, I can't do this. But you know something? It's going to come anyway. Tomorrow is going to come anyway. And so life goes on. I have started to have the people come into the house now. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock we take off. My son and my husband came back with my son. My oldest son, who is in San Diego, came back for the graduation to surprise his sister. And I asked him, he's had a very challenging life for all of his 24 years. I asked him today what I should talk about. Because I was thinking, I'll talk about the graduations. His graduation. It was down at the Murphy Center. We thought it would be just quick because we're 10 minutes away. It took us 2 hours in traffic to get there. He ran in, didn't think he was going to graduate. They threw him out because he had a black shirt instead of a white. In fact, he had a gorgeous blue shirt instead of a white shirt. So there in the parking lot, my husband took his shirt off. Will took his shirt off. They changed shirts, and we have all the pictures of him in his dad's shirt when he graduated so he could make it. I swear I didn't know he was going to make it until they called his name. And I had Jamie. Jamie was the next one. They were painting the floor for the basketball. So what did we do? We had to go to the Ag Center way out, wherever it was. It was like 2 hours away. Everything was fine going out. They had their graduation. It was lovely. It was total gridlock on the way back. So that was it. Nobody had dinner. Nobody had it. It took us till midnight to get home. And that was his graduation. This graduation in the morning, we're going to have all kinds of people come from all over the place, which is great. My sister-in-law, my brother are coming. Don't tell her. Her godfather might be coming. Now that is a really big surprise because she hasn't seen him since she was about 10. And then her brother's here. So everybody's going to be coming. We're going to be going out to dinner. It's an afternoon graduation. There will be time for dinner. And she's promised to come. So those are my graduations. But when I asked Will, and Will spent all day on a plane today, I said, what should I talk about tonight? And he said, talk about life. Talk about life and how precious it is. How we could lose it at any moment. And how we should be kind to each other and cherish each other while we have each other here. And so I thought the last day before we go into a metamorphosis and she opens up that cocoon and fans out her wings and flies. The day before I do the same with my husband. The day before my sister-in-law comes. Her youngest has just left. The day before we all unfold our wings and try to test them out, I thought I would think about how much each and every one of these people mean to us and how precious this life has been. That little girl for her 18 years, how precious she's been to us. Her brother for 21, how strong he is now. How sweet. He was the sweetest little blonde-haired boy. And his brother. The mischievous little thing. How kind his heart was all the time. My children, now they're adult, they're going to be different. We're going to be different. But underneath, they're the same. They're the same precious lives that we brought into this world, that have made the world. How many people have we touched? Each and every one of us in our family. For better, for worse, each of us has created ripples. Each of us has done that. And each life and life we touch is so precious. And it's not a given that you will still have this precious life tomorrow. Whether it's somebody moving away, graduating, going out being their own person and leaving you behind, or whether it's something of a more permanent matter, which many of us have come close to. Life is not a given. It is a gift, and it's a gift to be cherished every single day. When I see them, when I see her walk across that stage tomorrow, my heart will be there. And I think I'm going to thank her in my heart for that wonderful gift that she gave to me after I gave it to her. And now we can share it together. So tomorrow morning, whether you have graduates or you don't have graduates, think of the ones that you love. If they're right there, give them a hug, tell them. Because tomorrow is never a given. It's never a given. At any time you might get that call that says, he's in the hospital. That call that says, please come right away. Are you his mother? We have found him. Any day you might get that call. And so each day is such a gift when you don't. On that lovely note, I will end tonight, and I want to say bless to every one of you. Tomorrow is the big day, and I hope to share about 4 minutes of it with you. And then maybe next week we'll go on back to travel and see if we can get ourselves in shape to go see the Grand Canyon. This one's been a heavy week, but it's going to be a good one. Good night, everyone, and thank you so much for being out there. Take care, and take care of the ones you love.